So I'm just waiting for my food shop to arrive, and I thought I would sit down and have a little chat with you about my meal plan for the week, and also it's half term, so Aiden is sat next to me doing a drawing tutorial from YouTube, which is a really good channel that we found recently. We've done a few of them before, but this is one we haven't tried before, and it's called, what's it called, Aiden?
It's called
Cartooning, oh here we go, Cartooning Club How to Draw. So he's following a tutorial for that. You haven't messed it up. I'll go and get you a rubber in a sec. You're gonna want me to get you a rubber now, aren't you?
Yeah, because...
Okay, I'll go get you a rubber. What are you doing while I'm getting you a rubber? Right, there you go, there's your rubber. That's a good one actually. So Aiden's doing some drawing next to me, and I am planning out my meals for the week. And just as a bit of an update, because obviously I did a video last week or the week before about eating more vegan and plant-based food. That's been going really well so far. I've been really enjoying it. At the moment, my plan is to eat entirely plant-based during the week, and then on the weekends just to play it by ear and see how it's going. Yes, Aiden. That is very good, well done. I think you can move on to the next step now. So yes, that's my plan. I think in an ideal world, I would just go entirely plant-based and that would be the end of it. That's what I would do. I just think it's going to be quite difficult on the weekends. Dan isn't massively on board with it. He was concerned that we wouldn't be able to sit and have a roast as a family anymore. It would just complicate things like that. So I do get where he's coming from. So I think my intention when he's not around and during the week, I'm going to eat that way because it just comes easily to me. I don't find it difficult and I enjoy the food. And then, as I said, on the weekends, we'll just kind of see how it goes. So with all that in mind, I've sat down and draw myself the meal plan for the week. I'd already pretty much worked out what I was going to have for the week, but I didn't know on what days. So I've now sat down and worked out what I'm going to do and when. I mean, that might change as the week goes on, but I just like to have a rough idea of what we're going to have. What's up, Aiden? That is really good. You've done a great job. So excited about his drawing. So I'm going to share with you first what my meal plan is for the week because my groceries haven't come yet, so I wanted to do this bit first, and then I will show you afterwards what I got. I hope that's not a backwards way of doing it and you don't mind me doing it in that order, but yeah, that's what we're working with, so we're going to do that. So it's very good, Aiden. You're really pleased with yourself, aren't you? So what I've tried to do with my meals for the week is plant-based dinners from Monday to Friday, which can either be bulked out with meat for Dan and the kids, and I will just have it as is without the meat added to it, or they are plant-based options that I know Dan enjoys and he will happily eat and he won't moan. So those are my two criteria for my Monday to Friday meals. Yes, Aiden. Yes, Aiden, it's very good. So first up on the meal plan is a sweet potato and spinach curry. This has actually got lentils and chickpeas and all kinds of things in it, and it's a coconut milk based curry. I've made it before, it's a real favourite. It's very similar to a lentil dal sort of feel, but it's got some extra bits and pieces in. You could add any kind of veg to it really. You could easily put cauliflower or broccoli or potatoes in there, but I simply do sweet potatoes, spinach, lentils and chickpeas, and I have that usually just with rice and maybe some mango chutney, and it is absolutely delicious. And this is a slow cooker recipe and it makes loads, so I usually have enough left over for lunch as well. Next up on the meal plan is one I haven't tried before, and it's a vegan pesto gnocchi with roasted veg and olives. Pesto and gnocchi are big family favourites, so I know this one will go down well. I haven't tried vegan pesto before, so we'll see how that goes. I've heard it's not quite as tasty, but we'll see if they even notice and how it goes down. Next up on my meal plan is quite a new recipe. I think I've tried it once before, and it's a red pepper and sweet potato soup. It was really yummy. I added some chili flakes to it as well, and we just had it with one of those bake at home baguettes. It was seriously delicious and Dan really enjoyed it, so that's a good one for him. Next on the meal plan, I've just called it a tahini bowl, which is not a very accurate way of describing it, but it's got so much in it I didn't really know what to call it. A Buddha bowl maybe, I don't know. But the base of it is a spinach salad, which I make a dressing for using apple cider vinegar, olive oil, mustard and seasoning, and then I put whatever salad veg I've got in with the spinach, and then I top it with some roasted sweet potato, chickpeas, roasted kale, what else do I normally put on there, half an avocado, sesame seeds, and then I drizzle the whole thing with tahini, and it is seriously the most filling, satisfying and delicious combination of flavors. I've had it loads over the last week or so. It's really yummy. It's one of my favorite things, and it's the kind of thing it's really easy just to add in some chicken breast or some salmon or something for Dan, and he will be more than happy with that. So that's a really good one to try. So next on the meal plan are enchiladas. I make these pretty much every week, but for me, I will just have a 3-bean chili. I already have some that I made last week or the week before in the freezer, so I will just use that, and I will make a regular chili for the rest of the family and put that in their enchiladas, and they will have cheese and I will not, and that will make me sad because I do miss the cheese when it comes to things like that. Yes, Aiden, you're doing a great job. And then the final thing on the meal plan is katsu. Again, if you watch these grocery haul videos often, you will know this is quite a regular thing on my meal plans, but we just love it and it's so quick and easy. So we use the Waitrose katsu sauce, which is our favorite by far. I've tried loads of different versions and I've made it myself as well. And this is just really easy to pull together. So Dan has this with a breaded chicken steak, which I just slice up and serve with rice. I had mine last time with a crispy sweet potato, like a fritter, and honestly I can hand on heart say I didn't miss the chicken at all. It was even more tasty if anything. I just have to make sure this time that the sweet potato fritter is crispy enough, because last time it went a little bit soggy under the sauce, so I missed the texture rather than the taste, but it was a really, really good substitute. So I have that with the katsu sauce, rice, and then we have it with some Itsu vegetable gyoza as well, which are also vegan. So you'll notice I've only put 6 meals on my meal plan, not 7. That's because I'm not entirely sure what we're gonna do on Sunday yet. We might go out somewhere for some food or just get something in on the day to cook, because I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do on the Sunday yet, so I've just left that one clear. So I'll come back to you once my food shop has arrived and show you what I bought. Watch to the end because I did buy some really good vegan snack options, because I found that's the real key for me, is making sure that there are slightly naughtier options in the house, so that if I'm having a moment of weakness and I just want to eat an entire packet of Hobnobs, I have something on hand that I can pick at. So I'll show you what my favorite plant-based snack options have been. I found some really good ones, so stay tuned for that. Just in case you're interested, this is what Aiden has been drawing whilst I've been talking to you. That's really good. Aiden is redoing the eyes, even though they look really good to begin with.
Oh, that's a good
circle. Perfect, don't you? So the food's just arrived and Aiden's still doing his drawing, so he's surrounded by food now, aren't you?
Yeah.
But you... But he's doing a great job, and he's going to stay there and draw while I show you everything that I got. So we got some spinach and some kale. I'm getting through loads of this at the moment because I just put it with everything as an extra green, an extra thing on the side. So I tend to roast it though with olive oil and salt. So a big bag of that. Then as usual, I have 2 heads of broccoli because that's the one veg that all my kids will eat, so I always get a couple. I have some sweet corn cobbets, some leeks, some mixed sweet peppers, some avocado and some baking potatoes. I've got loads of sweet potatoes left from last week, so I didn't need those this week. I have a cucumber. For fruit, we have some blueberries, a big punnet of strawberries and some easy peelers and grapes. Then I have 2 packs of these chipolatas. They were on offer, so I got 2. A packet of chicken breast, which I actually could have done without. I wasn't thinking, I already have one in the freezer, so perhaps I'll use this one this week and keep the freezer one for next week. Then I have some lean beef mince for the chili at the back. 2 big bottles of milk, some sour cream, some mature cheddar slices and some Philadelphia. Merrin loves this on a bagel and she asked me to get some, so that's what that is for. I also have some hummus, some of the katsu sauce, and this almond milk is for smoothies. I got it in my last Ocado shop and it worked really, really well. I could just taste the vanilla in it as well, so it was a really nice one for smoothies, so I wanted to get some more of that. Then I also have 3 cartons of Oatly milk. These are amazing. If you haven't tried them, whether you are dairy free or not, I would 100% recommend them. They're tiny, but they're enough because they're quite rich and sweet. So I haven't tried the salted caramel ones. I've just tried the plain chocolate ones, but the reviews for these were really good. So I'm looking forward to trying those. Definitely worth a go. Then the only freezer bits I got this week were some crispy chicken fillets, which are just handy to have, and they were on offer, and some frozen strawberries. I already have frozen dark cherries in the freezer as well, which are great for smoothies. So I use a combination of the two and it works really well. Then moving on to store cupboard things, I got some Quavers for the kids, some hot cross buns. They had a buy two for £2 or something offer. So I got these chocolate and cherry, which sound really good, and chocolate and orange. Then for the kids snacks, I got some of these break bars. These were reduced to £1 a pack on a special offer. So I got the 2 different flavours of those. Then down here we have sandwich thins, which I get through loads. So there are 4 packets of those, 2 big packets of brioche and some tortilla wraps. Fun fact, last time I got the Ocado own brand ones and they were mouldy within a day, so that was disappointing. So this time I went for the Waitrose ones. 2 packs of bagels, and Aiden,
Try to help.
he was on special offer as well. Then I also got some mini gingerbread men, which Aiden really likes these, don't you? They're your favourite. Then this cereal was on a special offer, so I got 3 boxes for, I want to say £3, but I'm sure it wasn't that good a deal, but it was around that sort of price. So I got Special K, which Merrin likes, Rice Krispie multigrain shapes, which Aiden and Marnie like, and Crunchy Nut Cornflakes, which Dylan likes. The joys of 4 kids. We get through an insane amount of cereal. I don't even want to think about it. It's ridiculous. Then we have raisins for Marnie and Aiden, 2 tins of chopped tomatoes, some orzo, which we eat quite a lot, and it's a really good one for vegan risottos and things as well. Not that normal risotto rice wouldn't do the same thing, but this is just quicker to cook. Then I also have some chickpeas because I was running low and I get through quite a lot, and some fairy washing gel. Then the last couple of bits I wanted to show you are the snacks that I got for me. I showed these in one of my last grocery hauls as well, and they are really, really good. And they're quite rich, so you don't need too much. So I got the peanut butter and the almond butter version, and they are a really good snack. This chocolate is quite pricey normally. I wouldn't normally pay full price for it, but it was on a special offer, so I thought it was a good time to try it. And it is a maca, vanilla and cacao nib dark chocolate. And the final thing I got, which is possibly what I'm most excited about, you know me and my pip and nut obsession, and they brought out a new flavour, which is a blueberry trail mix. The cherry Bakewell one was out of this world, so I'm hoping this one lives up to it. I will let you know if it does, but that is for my porridge every morning. So this is everything I picked up this week to feed my family of 6. I hope you enjoyed watching. I'm going to say bye, Aiden.
Bye.
Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.